Welcome everybody to the first episode of the Burgundy broadcast. It's your boy Bubz. You know me from everywhere. We got Brandon in the house and we got Yash up in the house. What's up, y'all? Good morning.
Good morning. Good
What's
afternoon.
going on up?
Ain't nothing, man. Lot of things are going on. When it comes to the Commanders, the Washington Commanders, we got the OTAs going on. We got scary Terry contracts, and it's looking kind of scary for Terry's contract, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, B, man, like, what you hearing about that? What you think about the scary Terry contract situation?
Yeah, man, it's June, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. He's gonna sign it before we even get in the camp. Before we even think about starting the season, we're not going into the season with Scary on the edge. None of that's gonna happen, man. We'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. You know, he ain't never been about the money anyway, which he deserves it. Don't get me wrong. He deserves every bit of change he needs, but it's not. I think it's deeper for him.
Yeah, man. What you think about that, Yash, about the scary Terry contract situation here, man?
I'm actually glad we're getting into this right away. Getting very impatient.
Yeah, no doubt.
Uh, Pay the man. He's one of the most consistent wide receivers. Stats show it. Pay the man, especially after everything he's done for the organization over these years. And all right, so here's my thing. Here's my take on this, right? As to why we should just pay him, and without any question. I mean, we don't got to give him T. Higgins money, no. But
Definitely not.
over these years, he has not had a good quarterback at all. And we're not going to throw the name Taylor Heineke or Sam Howell out there or any of those other names. No. This is his first time having a good quarterback. So imagine what he's going to do within these next seasons with a quarterback of Jaden Daniels type. You get what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you've seen it. You've seen it this past season already. First season with a quarterback. What was it? 13? Sitting at 13 tutties?
Was it not his best season since he's
Like,
Washington?
arguably, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt it's his best season. And, it's crazy because I say pay the man. And the reason I say pay the man is because he's only made about $50 million since he's been here. This is, I think, season seven coming along. Is it season seven?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So $50 million for 6 seasons for this organization isn't anything. So, but what do y'all think they should pay him? What's the most you think they should pay him as far as contract and guaranteed money, and how many years?
Man, I mean, if it just depends I think he should retire here personally, being biased, you know what I mean? But it's up to him. Like, I don't know, man. Like if he wants to retire, if he wants to play out the rest of his season here, give him a 4 year, you know what I mean? 4 year extension. He's only what is he, 27?
Yeah, 27, 28. Yeah, I think 27.
Man, he got a lot left in the tank, man. Pay the man.
Cash out.
Pay the man, pay the man, pay the man. It shouldn't even be a conversation for them. But like I said, it's just rumors, man. You know rumors go around this time of season all the time.
For real. What I'm saying,
And everybody they want that to be topic of discussion.
how much do you think they should pay him, though?
Mm.
I mean, you got what, T. Higgins and
Higgins went crazy.
Eric,
That was crazy.
40, 47, 48, some shit like that. I mean, for me, I would say Terry's worth about 37.
Nah, give him 40.
$37 million a year. I would say probably
Yeah, I can agree with that.
$7 million. That's what, like, I'm saying $37 million a year is what I'm saying for 3 years.
For 3 years, so just what is that? Just a little over 10.
3 years, because I mean, I don't know if y'all saw, but the rumors out there was Pittsburgh is interested in him, San Diego's interested in him, and they were talking about
Tennessee.
would be a $100 million contract for 3 years, but that's only $30 million a year. Well, 30,
Yeah.
33.
And they were talking about Tennessee and Patriots and all that. I've been seeing a whole bunch of teams. I mean, you put him on the market, man. Like like I said, and I get it from another standpoint of business because if you put him on the trade block now, you're gonna get max offers you're gonna get out of him. So that's why I say it depends. Because if you looking to trade him, if he's looking for money, he'll go somewhere else. And if that's the plan, then we're gonna have to let him go ASAP because the more he plays, the more the seasons go on, his value is gonna drop the older he gets, obviously.
What was Terry's rank last season? Did we know that?
I mean, he was a top 15 receiver. Some would argue top 10, so I would say
As
probably
far as, as far
13.
as yards, are you going by yards?
8 this season. I'm calling it. That's just my personal opinion.
You say what?
I think he's going to drop the top 8 this season.
You mean raise up the
raise it, yeah.
raise up the top 8. Well,
Which he should be already. But you know what I mean? If you ask me, man, like yards speak for themselves. Obviously, he's not a top 5, but top 10, top 8 for sure.
you got him in the top 8, top 10
Oh yeah,
last year.
personally, yeah, personally.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. So, Yash, I mean, how much do you think that they should pay this man?
40.
40? Give him 40 million a year, 3 years, 40 million, 120. How much guaranteed out of that 120 though? I think that's where the confusion or the wall is up with management, the Commanders, and Terry and his agent. I think it's the guaranteed money personally.
Yeah, because you gotta have that note. You gotta know what you're getting. At least that.
I'm
I
saying
don't know. If they giving them if you talking 120 for 3, you gotta at least guarantee me 90.
so. Yeah, 30 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
Right.
Fourth year option out, whatever. A 4th year option, 3 year, 4th year option, or 3 year with the 3rd year being an option, one of the two.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I'm sure his agent's doing a little bit more of the back and forth because I just don't see it's not in his character, man. I don't see him causing no hiccups and stressing. Like I said, we know he really hasn't made a lot of money here, which we as fans can say pay the man whatever you want to pay him, but I don't see him stressing the money, man. I really don't.
Word. So,
I just know if I see one more trade rumor, I'm going to lose my mind.
You ain't lying, bro. Damn.
either to be honest with you.
So
That shit. It's the worst thing to hear, bro.
when I got up this morning, I decided to do a little bit of research on Terry. Every single article I saw,
Every single one.
trade rumor, Jets.
And all of them.
I think I even saw Chargers. I'm seeing so many.
And all of them say the same thing. A trade that can't be refused. A trade that can't be turned down. A trade. You know what I mean? I'm like, I bet. But nah, man. Like I said, we're going into the season with scary no matter what, bro. They're going to figure it out. It's only June. They're going to figure it out, bro.
I hope they do, but I think they do. I mean, actually, I think it's June. What is it? When is the deadline?
For trades?
Well, nah. When is the actual training camp start? Because I want him signed by then. Because if he's not, then it's a problem. It's in 2 days, actually. I believe it's the 10th. So they got to sign him
within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which they will, man. They will. They'll figure something out. And if they don't, they'll figure it out real soon.
On the bright side, we have
no
a
way.
lot of talent within the wide receiver room.
But there's no way you just had that season last season. And there's no way you've been here this long. You've been hungry. You get that close last season, and then you roll out. There's no way. It's not happening, bro. There's no way.
I agree 100%, man. I don't think he's rolling out, man. To be honest with you, I think it's more his agent than it is anything, because that's his job. His job is to get him as much money as he can.
Exactly.
But at this point, man, I mean, if he holds out after they start training camp, mandatory training camp, if he holds out, it's not a good look, bro.
Yeah, it's not. Definitely not. And like I said, the rumors are already popping, so you don't want to be going into training camp and he's not showing up, and things like that. Yeah, because y'all haven't figured it out. You don't want to go. Yeah, I agree. You don't want to go in like that.
And we can't put it all on the Commanders because we don't know exactly what these talks are going. We don't know what Terry's asking for. He may be asking for some contract that sets the new standard, And I don't think that he's a receiver of the caliber that can set that new standard. He's not a $50 million a year receiver. I'm not giving Terry $50 million. I mean, that's just outlandish. That
Yeah,
he
I
knows
probably
that
not.
shit too. And for him and his agent to even if they did say some shit like that, that's just outlandish, and I would question Terry at that point.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but there's really okay. So speaking of that, who are you giving that money to? Just generally speaking, $50 million. What receiver are you giving that money to?
Higgins or Chase?
Higgins?
I mean, or one of the two. They're the top two, right? Or Jeff, or who's
No, no,
Jeff?
no, no, no. T. Higgins isn't even a top 10, bro. He's not even a top 10.
Who's the top two?
Top two, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Well, them.
Yeah, right. I agree with that. I agree with that. But
Because
some
one,
people are
I
gonna
think
sit
one,
here and some people you already know we got the fried birds over there talking about some AJ Brown, but I don't see it from him
hell
either.
no. He was seven. I mean, his numbers are great. But I think he was like 17th in receptions, but he had the numbers, man.
Yeah, he's a
With
great
that,
receiver, yo. He's a great receiver. He's a dog, but the way we're talking 50 million, bro, it's literally only two receivers that should get that money.
yeah, I hope he's not asking for something like that. You know what I'm saying? So look, OTAs, man. We've seen a lot going on in OTAs. The wide
You know,
receivers, the DBs, the line, the offensive line. What was you saying?
no, I was just go ahead, man. Go ahead. I got excited for a second, man, because I'm hyped, bro, to see Sam we're still and almost on the same field, bro.
You got hype, huh?
Bro, Amos is gonna, bro. He's one of the most exciting players that I want to watch this season, bro. Just because if we can get him on the same page quickly, and he's really that dog that we've been seeing, bro. Our DBs came a long way, bro. Long
Yeah,
way.
man. Sanders a dog, man.
A dog,
Amos
bro.
though, like, is really showing some good shit in OTAs,
Yes, sir.
and a lot of people are talking like he is the man,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
bro.
looking like number one right now on paper.
over
Yeah, and
Laddie. But Lattimore's not there. That I'm not really worried about that too much because
If Lattimore has one more bad season, he's gone.
it's
yeah,
not
it's
even a
time to
whole
chalk it
bad
up.
season. If
He'll
he gives
probably be
me,
gone mid-season.
if he starts off first three games sucking, man, he gonna have to sit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get up out of there, bro. The
I don't
time
see
is.
that happening though, man. I don't,
Yeah,
man.
I don't either, bro. He's still got that dog in him, man. I just think he needs to.
He
I
got to
don't know.
heal
Just lock in.
and heal.
Yeah, lock in. Focus on your health, bro. Get healthy and lock in, bro. Because we know he got that dog in him, bro.
And
And regardless,
our defensive line is gonna make the DB's jobs easier. I think our
yeah, that's the
defensive
whole
line
point.
is gonna be a lot better than what they were. I think Johnny Newton, man, I think he's gonna have a breakout season, man. Johnny, I'm
Hey,
telling you, I might call it right now. I was watching my man on YouTube, Juan Gotti, and he said something that he was like, Johnny, man, he might have that breakout season. You know what I mean? And I agree with him. I totally agree with him. He may be defensive MVP of the year. I don't know. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey. We
He's
can
coming
only
in
hope,
fully
man.
healthy. Last year he was hurt in training camp. And
Right?
now, he has the experience under his belt and he has the veterans around him. I think old Johnny gonna be nice, man. You
That's
know what
what
I'm
we
saying?
need, man. We need pressure, bro. We need pressure. We need pressure. We need pressure.
Speaking of that,
Especially coming from a division where Giants are gonna have probably, arguably, the best D line in football this year.
mm, yeah.
Like their D line is scary, bro. So that's why I said you watch the division and you watch the draft and all the trades and stuff, bro. And everybody's trying to make moves accordingly to like Giants stack their D line. We're stacking our offensive line.
I
And then
mean,
you
don't
got
forget Philly's D line, but didn't they lose? Didn't they
that's what
lose
I
one
said.
of their D linemen?
I don't believe
They
so.
lost one of their D linemen. I can't remember who it is, but they did lose one of their D linemen.
But
Um,
yeah, like I said, their D line is insane, and their offensive line is insane. So we had to build on that, bro. We got to stack the D line, got to stack the O line.
what do you think we need most on the defense right now? Like, do you think we addressed all the issues?
I think we filled all. I think so, bro, because we needed another solid DB. Got that. I think we
Got
pretty
another
much
solid
replaced.
linebacker.
Yeah, got that for sure. And I
Oh,
think we replaced
Kane.
Jeremy Finn with the perfect match, bro. Will Harris. I think he's gonna come in and do exactly what
So
Jeremy Finn did, if not more.
what from what I'm seeing in OTAs, man, and I'm watching a little bit of the film here and there, it looks like Lulu's going to be doing a lot of edge rushing this season. I mean, he did some last year, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of
Mhm.
pressure, but he was more like in between the tackles, you know what I'm saying? They were,
That man was everywhere on the field, man.
but they're actually like using him hard. No, did he? Uh,
Oh,
on the edge right now in the OTAs, and I saw a film of him staying after practice with Ryan Kerrigan,
damn.
practicing different outside edge techniques. I think he's perfect for the edge, and I think that's why they weren't pressed to go get an edge like
That's
Henderson, or
true.
they weren't pressed to do that because I think they know they got one already.
Yeah, and you got a dog in him, bro. Regardless where you put that man on the field, you got a dog in him. So
Man, you could put him at tight end and he would dog. I'm telling
that's
you.
what I'm saying, bro. He's just filthy. Mindset is just different. He's just got that dog in him, bro. So,
Yeah, man.
and
And
he's perfect build for it too, bro.
speaking of mindset, man, that linebacker that we drafted, Kane Madrano from UCLA. This cat, he was a wide receiver in high school. He played safety and linebacker, you know what I mean? And right now they're calling him a hybrid player. They can run him at safety, they can run him at linebacker, they can run him at wide receiver, tight end. I mean, this guy right here, I think he has a super, super upside, you know what I'm saying? A ceiling to fill. Um, he was coached by Ken Norton at UCLA a couple years ago before Ken came here with the new ownership. And apparently, like during the draft, right before the pick, he texted, Coach Norton and said, "Come get me, Coach. Come get me."
Yeah,
And they picked him. You know what I mean? So
that's
I
lit.
think this guy, Kane Madrano, will probably start. We'll see him in the first few games, probably on special teams. I think they just want to get him in there, acclimated with the NFL speed and the NFL
Right.
hitting. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot different from college. You know what I'm saying? Have any of y'all peeped out anything about Kane?
Not much personally, but I've seen his highlight tape and I'm highly impressed. And I think that he's going to be a standout player on the defense. Probably one of our best defensive players. I think he's actually going to top Ryan Kerrigan personally. Towards the end of his career, I know he's a rookie, but that's just the vibes that he's giving me. Honestly, if you look at how he plays at linebacker and how he rushes too, when he does rush, he plays a lot like Ryan Kerrigan.
Yeah, he does.
Um, but he's like Ryan Kerrigan on steroids, in
He's
my
very
opinion.
athletic.
More athletic version, and he could play up top. Apparently, they could throw this man at safety if they want to.
It's crazy.
That's
Yeah, that's
wild,
wild.
bouncing from linebacker to safety.
And you know that
If
means
you
he's
ask
big
me,
as hell.
that
You
takes
gotta
a
be careful.
ridiculous amount of athleticism, especially with the size that he has. Yeah,
That's why I say gotta be big, man, if he's able to play linebacker. So to be able to play safety at that size is incredible.
Word, word up, man. Uh, another thing that I observed here at OTAs was Debo Samuel's, man. Debo
Okay,
don't
yeah,
look like the fat dad that everybody was saying he looked like. You know what I'm
big
saying?
boy. Sorry,
man,
let me stop playing.
Debo only got hate because he came to Washington. Let's be real, man. He was never getting hated on until he came this way.
Nope.
The thing is, I know he lost his weight and got stronger, but we still should not expect to see a speed demon out of him. I think he's going to be more of like a Vernon. I said Vernon Davis. A Pierre Garcon style of wide receiver. Like, I mean, he's kind of always been like that, anyways. But he's going to be running people over the season a lot, and I could see us handing the ball off to him at running back a few
Yeah, I
times
mean,
this
I'm sure
season
we'll
as
do a
well.
lot of jet sweeps with him and a lot of options. He'll definitely be. And like I said, bro, with that being said, you gotta watch him. you gotta play him. So even if he's a decoy, somebody's open. You
That's
still
why I
gotta
think
watch out.
Terry's gonna have a big season, man. I think
Yeah,
Terry's gonna have his best season this year. They're gonna say no, it's gonna take away from Terry.
it's
Nah,
not
bro.
gonna take away from him. There's a reason you go get another wide receiver like Debo
Terry
Scott.
might not get as many receptions, but he's gonna be like Brown, AJ Brown. He's gonna get less receptions, but he's gonna get more yards and more touchdowns because he's gonna be that deep threat.
Yeah.
Debo's not that deep threat.
He's been a deep threat his whole career, bro.
Exactly.
With no
Debo is
QBs,
that
no
that
other receivers.
Debo's that screen guy. He's that jet sweep guy. He's that over the top
He's
10, 15 yard in the middle type of guy.
he's
And
that yak receiver. The yards after the catch, man. That's what Debo
yeah,
is,
because
bro.
the first guy is not tackling him, bro.
No. And the second guy might get embarrassed too. And he's fast. That's the crazy thing. He's fast too, bro. He's big. He's
And
built big,
powerful.
but he's fast, bro. He's quick.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
like he's got like dump trucks for legs, man. He's crazy.
yeah, dude is solid as hell. You ain't gonna can't lie about that shit.
So
And
so who do you think's gonna be the number 3? Yash, who do you think's gonna be the number 3 wide receiver, man? I mean, we got a lot of wide receivers, man.
we do.
Probably Noah.
That's what it's looking like at this point right now. You know, I mean, he's been there. He knows the system. He's a good route runner. Not a great.
Oh wait, no. Noah would be number 2, right?
Nah, Debo's gonna be
No,
Oh,
number
yeah,
two.
Debo's
Debo's
number
number 2.
2.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. We were just talking about
I
Debo.
mean, Debo could be 1-2. Terry and him are like a 1-2.
Yeah,
know,
yeah. But
Depending on the play,
thrilled.
depending on the situation, what we're in.
3 will be Noah. Lance will be 4. McCaffrey at 5.
Hey, y'all keep forgetting, man. Y'all keep forgetting. KJ Osborne's still on the roster. He could definitely be a smooth 4.
Yeah, they were talking about him this morning. I was listening to Talk Radio, man. They were talking about KJ Osborne. They didn't have anything good to say about KJ Osborne, but
Yeah, because he's probably past his time, but like that's why we're talking that as a number 4. He could definitely be a solid number 4, number 5. But we also got Mr. Gallup too, so you never know.
That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Gallup because he's like on a Debo thing. I mean, Debo played, he didn't retire, but Gallup sat out for different reasons. It wasn't because he was hurt. It wasn't because he didn't want to play. It was some personal reasons in his life where he had to stop playing for that year. So
So
I think Gallup is going to come back in stride the way he left off. You know what I'm saying? And if he can give me 600 yards this season with all the receivers that we have, if he can give me 600, man, he did his job.
yeah, he's no doubt, definitely, and he was never a number 1. You know what I mean? He for a while there though. I think that's all the Cowboys had when Lamb would go out or something like that. So I think they were pretty reliant on him at one point. So he can step up when he needs to step up. Is all I'm saying.
Biggest sleeper on the wide receiver core this year. Who do you guys think it's going to be?
Biggest sleeper. I hope it's Luke, man.
Me too.
I was going
Luke.
to say the same thing.
I really hope it's Luke, man.
I
We
just
got this
don't-
other Brooks. Have you seen Brooks?
Mm,
Number
you know what?
84 Brooks in training camp. He's 6'5". He's like 6'5", 200 pounds, 210 pounds.
I imagine
Dang.
they'll keep him on the practice squad.
I don't know, man.
Hey, if he
because
breaks
listen,
out though at that size, bro, that's dangerous.
well, as we all know, like if you're just somebody who's there to fill a spot or just try to make the team, you're usually working out with Josh Johnson or I don't even know that other guy's name, the other quarterback, man. He sucks.
You talking about the dude with the long hair?
Yeah, he's bad. He's freaking horrible. He's not going to make the team. It's gonna be JD, Mariota, and Josh Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and you know what's crazy? Speaking of Mariota and JD, as soon as I woke up this morning, I seen a clip, and it had Mariota throwing a deep ball.
JD
And
caught that joint.
Deep ball, Jaden is catching the football. So I'm
He
like,
went
yo,
up for it too.
We have
got
to be
some
quiet.
tricks
We
up
have
their
to.
sleeve.
These are secrets. We have to be quiet about this.
But look,
Hey,
like I was saying,
Cliff is a genius, man.
Brooks was actually practicing taking passes from JD. Usually, if you're that guy who comes in just to try out or whatever, you're taking the passes from the second or the third, usually the third string quarterback. He was taking passes from JD. So that tells me like they may see something in this guy, and they want to see how really good he is with a superior quarterback and be able to
But
catch those balls.
before they even see anything in him, bro, you just see his size, bro. You want him to be athletic. You want him to be good. You want him on the field at 6'5", 210, bro. Like if you can get busy,
Yeah, he's
he's gonna
been
be.
in the league, you know what I'm saying, on practice squads, da 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 da. So hopefully they see something in this guy to where, cause see, Cliff, well the whole coaching staff, offensive defense, they look for players it's a puzzle. It's truly it sounds metaphoric, but it's truly a puzzle because they have their game plans. They know how they want to do things, and they want certain types of players to fit in those positions on each play. So you may,
Right.
see three different players subbing in and out, every play or whenever they can. You're running this certain play, and these three guys are better for this certain play, so we're going to put them in there. It's not the same guy in every play.
Call me delusional, and I might just be saying this because I'm a Commanders fan, and this whole winning thing is new to us, and we're not used to this feeling, and we're not used to being able to talk about the things that we're talking about at the moment via our past situation. Screw you, Dan Snyder. Anyways,
Screw you,
I've
Dan.
personally, as a football fan, I've never seen a rebuild like this, and that's what I think makes this special. This is a different type. I've never seen these types of players on a football team. This is a different type of team. I don't know. This is a first for me, maybe because
No,
I'm.
I agree, bro. I agree, and it's like you said, it's a puzzle, and it's crazy to watch it because when you're watching it, you're looking at it, and you're like, at the same time, we're filling gaps. It just doesn't, what I mean? It looks like you said, it looks different. Like they're just putting different type of players where, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but I feel what you're saying though, bro.
And I've
And I
never
think,
seen the team win the way we won last season.
well, to be
I,
honest with
I
you,
haven't seen that.
we watched the Chiefs do it last season, right along with us.
Well, they don't count.
I mean, they've been
I'm
doing
just
it for a
saying
long time.
the way we were winning is kind of how the Chiefs were winning those, bro. Like
Last
crunch time,
drive, last
Yeah,
drive
last
wins.
drive,
yeah.
yeah. But and it's just like I know me and Unc talked about it a lot last year, and I know me and you talked about it too, guys, because they just don't give up, bro. They play until the last second of the game and they don't quit. None of them.
That's true.
And you still got a good percentage of all of them coming back. So with some young talent around them, with some senior talent around them, like I seen Amos was guarding Debo Samuel in the
Yeah,
in
it
the
looked like
OTAs,
Debo
bro.
was talking a little trash too.
And looked like Amos was laughing with him, bro. And he's a rookie. So I mean you already getting involved in what you're about to be looking at, bro, against a good caliber receiver too. So
Debo
it's
was like, "Oh, you think you're good, huh?"
hey, I forgot to mention it too. I forgot dude's name, yo, but he's a rookie, and I think we drafted him late, but he's a receiver, and he ran like a fucking
From
4.3.
from New Mexico. Was that dude? No. Damn, where is he from? He's actually
He was
Was
in New
it Virginia
Mexico. I know
Tech?
who you're talking
he
about.
was he was the highest rated punt returner as well coming out the draft. Um, I think he's going to
I,
be really good.
I think you'll see him on a lot of special teams too. I thought he was from Virginia Tech. I thought we got
It
somebody from
is.
Virginia
Yeah, it
Tech.
is.
Oh, that's Lance
No, it's
There you
Jalen
go.
Lane
or Lane. My bad. I said
Yeah,
Jalen
there you
Lane
Lance.
go. There
Lane.
you go. There
from
you go. Yep,
Virginia
yep,
Tech.
Yeah.
yep.
Yo, we were speaking about how KC won, all the games like we did. Yeah, they won 12 out of their 17 games were by a 7-point margin last year. And I think we had, what, like 15?
Literally almost
Something
every
like
every.
that. I
Yep.
don't want to win. I mean, if that's our formula and we can do it and it wins, okay. But I don't. I want to win by 14-21 a lot this year. I don't
Yeah,
know
and
how it's
not
going to
just
go down because our schedule looking rough, y'all.
that, man. That shit gets. I can't keep feeling like that every day, every Sunday, every time we play, man. I'm on the edge of the couch and I'm stressing and I'm screaming and I'm hyping, heart rate going crazy. I can't do that again this year, man. I need us to just close the game out early.
Yep.
Damn.
That's it. But yeah, our schedule definitely is looking a little a little rough. But
Yeah.
we all got the same type of schedule, man. You know how that works. So it ain't like we playing anybody that's in the division that's not gonna be playing the same team.
So let's talk OTAs once again because that's where we are. Let's talk about the O line and the D line. We're gonna bring Big Yash because we know, he's the O line specialist here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm looking at Josh Connery, man. He's looking fast. I'll say that he's looking very fast. He's got feet in OTAs. Go ahead, Yash. I mean, talk about this O line. Who's going to be playing where, and where do you expect the O line to be this season?
As far as the offensive line goes, I think the O line is actually in pretty good shape, and it's in the best shape it's been in probably in almost a decade. Um, it's not going to thrive all the way until Sam Cosmi returns.
But I think we got pretty good depth though now. So I feel like as far as last season, if a man goes down, we're stressed out because it's like, damn, bro.
Not now.
But not now, bro. Now you get hurt, you
We
can
still
feel
have Brandon
confident about
Coleman.
Oh no doubt. Let's go from left tackle over to right tackle. So let's start with Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil, left tackle. Of course, he's not in the OTAs. He's never in the OTAs, even when he was at Texans. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm
always,
saying? It's not a contract dispute. He's just a diva.
a lot of not even just that. A lot of players do like private training and shit like that, bro. They you know what I mean. They pay a lot of money to do that type of shit. So
As long as he's not in the clubs, I'm cool.
facts.
Yeah, you got to keep it. Yeah. So Laramie Tunsil, we traded for him from the Texans, and basically we got him for a third round pick.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Laramie at the the left tackle. That's going to provide so much protection for JD this year, man, that he didn't have last year, guys. I mean, Coleman, he's cool. He's solid, but he got beat. So we got a solid left tackle. That right now in OTAs, they have Coleman at left guard. What do you think about that, Yash?
Coleman at left guard.
That's where they have him right now at OTAs. They have Coleman at left guard.
That's perfect.
Why?
Why? Because Sam's not here.
Well, Sam's right guard.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Hey, stop laughing so quick.
Who's on our right side at right guard right now again?
Not really even sure yet. We have
Is
Alan,
it's not
Alan
badass. Is it?
Gretty.
Okay.
We have Alan Gretty on the right side right now.
I mean, we're just gonna have to rock with what we can rock with at the moment. Like I said, our O line is
I
fine.
seen a lineup for it, bro.
We
and
got
it looks-
Lucas too. Lucas is interchangeable at tackle if need be, but he plays better guard. You know what I'm saying? I think every tackle can play guard, but I don't think every guard can play tackle. So yeah, and so we got Laramie and we got Brandon. I think Brandon is perfect, y'all, for the left guard situation. Or right guard, but we don't need him there at this point.
The thing is, when the season comes and we do this every single year, we're constantly moving everybody around on the offensive line. So what we have starting right now is not guaranteed to be what the starting offensive line is 5 weeks into the
That's
season.
all because of Cosmi.
Exactly. Once Sam comes back, it's going to change the whole game. They're going to have to
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
I think they're
switch
just
the
gonna.
entire line around.
I don't think they will, bro. I think they're just gonna take Alan Grady out and put Cosmi. I think that's all they need to do. Because Coleman, he got feet. He has feet, so I think he could play that left guard very well. And we got Badass at
That's what I was about. Yeah.
we at center. And he's gritty, he's grimy, all you gotta be dirty, you gotta be mean to play center. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to just be.
So I'm solid right there. And we're halfway through the offensive line. Boom. And then we got Cosmi's going to come in, but they're not talking about to maybe the 6th or 7th week. But I predict he'll be back by the 4th or 5th. So we got Alan Grady there. He is solid. He's not great. He's solid. He's gonna get beat sometimes. And then we got Connery. What's going to
Well,
be really good to see is when Cosme comes back and can play next to Connery, so he could teach this young bull. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
Just like Tunsil's going to be teaching Coleman. Coleman's game is going to elevate tremendously this year just by playing beside Tunsil.
That's true.
Ain't
That
that
is
right?
true.
Ain't that right, little man? See, he agreed with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He agreed with that.
You heard him?
So I was watching Connery. Did any of y'all see Connery in the OTAs at all?
A little bit of film.
Not too much.
Yeah, he's looking good, y'all, man. I think, he's gonna have to get a little stronger.
I was just gonna say he's got to put on some pounds. He's only what 315 pounds, 320.
He don't need to be much heavier than that.
Oh no,
He just
Yeah,
needs
but
to
that's
put some
pretty
muscle
yeah,
on
some
top of
muscle
that.
on.
Yeah, put some muscle on top of it, man.
He still got
Just-
baby fat, man.
I mean,
he's a
he
young
does
bull, like
things
you
your
said.
average offensive lineman shouldn't be able to do, though.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. And let's go to the defensive line, which people are questioning.
Hey, before we jump over there, though,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want. Can we imagine for a second what we watched Jaden Daniels do in his rookie season with the line that he had last season? If you give this man a solid 3 seconds to throw the ball, it's going to be filthy.
Oh yeah.
If you give that man a solid 3 seconds to decide on anything, it's gonna, yeah.
Like his decision making last year was phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. Like to be a rookie, to be that poised was insane. So to watch him obviously build muscle, put on weight to get bigger, and give him that much protection.
If you give him 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds every pass play, it's gonna be incredible.
I mean, the routes are going to be at that point, bro. Bro, it's just going to be wild to watch. If that line protects him the way that I think they're going to protect him, bro, it's going to be something serious to watch. You
Do
take
you
them for that? Go ahead.
No, do you think that Cliff's game planning or play design is going to elevate because JD is elevating?
I think they're
Or
working
they're going to
together.
run that same type of college type of offense that they had to cater to JD? Because I think that's what they did last year. They said, okay, we're going to put in plays, because they actually did take plays from LSU and put them on our playbook. So they could cater to his strengths. But now that JD's strengths are getting, bigger and more, he's getting better. Will the play design and play calling evolve the same way JD is evolving? And if it doesn't, is that a problem?
I think 1000%, bro. I think they're probably cooking something up, looking at strengths and what's getting better and what's improving. Cliff is a genius anyway, man. He's putting things together probably exactly how JD wants it. Because I seen him saying something on the because I was watching the OTAs on YouTube and shit, and I seen him say something. JD said, just a whole spliff of shit. I love it here, this and the third. But he said something about coaches doing exactly what they need to play. Something in those terms, bro. But he was pretty much saying the coaches are doing exactly what.
right?
Yeah, and that's why I say I think he's gonna make JD. You put him in a system that's gonna work great for him, no matter what, bro. And he's gonna work with those strengths regardless, no matter what they are.
By what you're saying, I mean, you could flip it around and say, like, if that's the case, if he's giving JD this freedom to maybe like design plays or just tell him what he can do, what he can't do, what he feels good doing, what he doesn't feel good doing, does that make Kingsbury does that make Kingsbury making Jaden Daniels, or is Jaden Daniels actually making Kingsbury good?
Yeah, that's a.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? And
that's
is that why Cliff didn't leave? Because he knows that JD is making him look a lot better than what he may be.
That's a really good point, bro. That's a really good point. Because you can see it in just his rookie season. He's you know what I mean? He was hyped from the field, like, yo, do this, do that, like, yo, let's go, like, yo, ah, rah, like you could tell he's probably directing some shit in a way, and that's a good fucking point, bro. He probably is.
Yeah, everybody hit us up in the chat. Let us know what you think about that. Does JD make Cliff Kingsbury look better than what he is, or is Cliff Kingsbury making JD look better than what he is because he's catering to whatever JD can do and can't do? I think JD is. It's a mixture, but I think it's more JD making Cliff look really, really good. I don't want to say better than what he is because it is what it is.
Patrick Mahomes made Eric Bieniemy better than what he was.
Exactly. See, that's why I say it definitely goes off of your players more so than coaches a little bit because the players got to make it happen.
The energy behind this team is a little bit different, though. I feel like anybody that stayed and did not leave they stayed just off the sole fact that they love football and they like what's going on in this organization.
It's that. They like what's going on in the organization, and they feel that the upside is through the ceiling.
So why would anyone leave? There's no point. Even if unless you're getting offered way much more money than whatever you're getting paid, there's no point in leaving.
And that's the thing, bro. You're probably leaving. We're talking about millions here, though, before we even sound crazy. We're talking about millions. So even a mil extra is crazy, but they're really only leaving for that. Maybe $1.5 million more than what they was getting with us. So, I mean, for a lot of players, bro, it's just money. And for me, I'm like, that kind of kills the love for the sport. It really does.
And I'm not leaving an organization that on paper has potential to go to a Super Bowl. Why that? No. I'm not leaving an organization where I could potentially have the most fun in my entire professional coaching career.
Right.
No point.
Yeah, no way. And the culture that we're building in the locker room, bro, like you would think a lot of people would want to be involved in that, which they do. You can see it. Now they want to play for us. Now they love getting drafted to the team. Now people want to get traded to us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I agree, though, bro. I wouldn't be wanting to leave for no petty change over to go just anywhere, bro. When you got a team that's on an uprise right now and has a strong fan base behind them and fun to watch, it has to be fun to play for, man. That locker room just looks crazy after a game.
We'll find out next year if we don't, Super Bowl because that's the expectations. That's what we're trying to do.
They
don't go to the Super Bowl, or say we do go to the Super Bowl and we win the Super Bowl. Does Cliff come back after that? Is it about just chasing that ring, or is it about the brotherhood? Is it about the organization? Is it about everything that's being portrayed?
Yeah, it's about that, like you said, that brotherhood, bro. Because that's what Dan Quinn makes it seem like. So,
but Cliff, he's proved himself somewhere else. I mean, he didn't go to a Super Bowl, of course, but he's a good offensive coordinator, no doubt. But
yeah, I like how what I like the most about him is when you can watch it during the games, bro. He switches it up. If it's not working, he switches it up. If it is working, you know what I mean? He puts focus into it. Make it.
All right, we got about another 10 minutes left with the broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Let's pay a little bills real quick. I want everybody to go. We were going to go live on YouTube today, but I couldn't. We have to get to our 50 subscribers before we can do that. So please go over to our YouTube page. I will put it on Facebook. It's actually on there if you go to my page right now. Go there and subscribe. Get us to that 50. Actually, we need to get to 1,000. Get us to that. Help us to get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube page. Check us out on Facebook, and just support us, man. We trying to have some fun this year. It's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sir.
But for the last thing, the last question or statement that I want everybody, Yash, Brandon, everybody in the chat to make, I think is going to be the breakout rookie this year.
We are a breakout rookie?
So we're going to go through a couple things, but the first question, the breakout question is, who's the breakout rookie this year?
Amos.
Amos.
Amos. Amos. Okay, you think Amos is going to be the breakout rookie? You got Amos.
Or Kane.
That's who I got. I got Kane. Or everybody's sleeping on Bill. You know what I'm saying? Bill, our running back, our new running back from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Bill, I'm ready to get my Bill shirt, my dollar Bill shirt. You know what I mean?
Dollar bill.
There's also something about Lane that I really, really like.
Me too, bro.
I have a feeling by his third season, he will be our number 2.
All right, so let's go offense. Offensive rookie breakout. Y'all got Lane?
Lane or Amos?
Offense?
Sorry, you said offense. Yeah, Lane. I got Lane.
All right, I got Bill. And on the defense, I got Kane. I got Kane Madrano on the defense for the rookie breakout of the year. All right?
I think I got to go on defense. I got to go Amos. I got to go Amos.
He has a high upside, no doubt. No doubt.
Offense is hard for me.
All right, so free agent acquisition. Breakout free agent acquisition. Who do y'all got? Like, we picked up, free agent that we got from another team. Like, who do y'all got for breakout free agent acquisition?
I haven't even checked out. I got to look at that. And see what's
I
going on.
gotta look at all the free agents.
Yeah, because there was a lot that happened on the offseason, man. So, and the crazy thing is, it's not going to be any good QBs on the free agency list. Not saying we need one, obviously, but just in general, I do know. I was looking at the QB list. It's going to be hell for anybody that doesn't pick one up.
All right, for me, offense, I got Debo.
Oh yeah.
I think Debo's going to really have a really great season.
You said rookie though, didn't you?
No, I said
he made free agent.
Free agent. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the defense.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna go with Will Harris. I think Will Harris is gonna do some shit, man. Have a really solid season, DB, and make it.
Or what about Newton?
Newton is a return.
He's a returning player.
Yeah, he's not a free agent. He's been here. That's what I was gonna go to next. Who is the breakout returning player?
Quan Martin.
Oh, you love Quan. I know you do,
Diddy. That's not bad though. Frankie Louvu.
What about you, B? Who do you think it's gonna be?
Louvu.
The returning player. What do you think is going to be the returning breakout player?
Louvu.
Oh, Louvu.
Yeah.
Okay. I got, that's my man. Louvu's my man, but I got Newton. I got Johnny Newton.
Either Louvu or Sanger still.
I got Newton on this one, man. I think Newton is going to get defensive player of the year for us, bro. I think he's going to crazy.
I would say Sanders still, but he already had a breakout season.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I say. For me, bro, I think Louvu, just because, like we said earlier, bro, you can put him different.
He had a solid season. I'm not going to go to the point of calling it a great season, but he had a solid season last year. Louvu did, and he could have a great season this year.
He had a really good season, bro. He was huge help.
No doubt. Now he's got more help, and I think that's going to open up more opportunities for him to get more sacks off the edge, man.
Yep. Especially if you trying him at edge rusher, bro, I think that's scary for a lot of QBs.
So let me ask you this before we go. Let me ask you this: do you take, as an edge rusher, are you taking Fowler or Louvu?
Damn. I don't know. It's hard to judge because you haven't seen Louvu do it a lot. He did it some, and he was successful in it. So if you want to judge it off of that, man, that's hard.
Judge it off of just the player himself. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go Louvu.
Me too.
Allen's
had 2 seasons. He had 10 last year, and I think one season he had 12 or 13. Those are his best seasons, of which I'm not taking it away from that because that's pretty good. But I think Louvu his wheels are much better. His aggression is much better. His attitude, his mentality, everything is succeed. Man, it's way above Fowler to me. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
he's really going to have a fucking crazy season
Mm-hmm.
at that edge position.
I think that and you're looking as an O lineman and a QB, I think that's scary, bro. Because the way that he was all over the field and breaking guys and in his position that he played last year, bro. If you're focusing him on edge rushing, that's going to be insane.
Well, fellas, it's been an episode. This is the inaugural podcast thing. I need everybody there, YouTube, 50 live on not on my Facebook page. And then we need to get to it now. Help us out. Go over to the YouTube page. Check out my timeline and Josh, man, my mic was off the whole damn time. You didn't tell me you couldn't hear me. But everybody, go over to the YouTube, help us out, subscribe, and share the page. Yeah, last word.
Hail to the Commanders.
Hell to the Commanders, baby.
Any last words, B?
Nah, man. Wait, look. Good way to break it off, man. It's going to be fun this year for sure, bro. We're going to have fun.
Doubt. That's what it's all about. And that's why we are here on the Burgundy broadcast to have some fun Sunday mornings. Check us out. We're going to be live every Sunday morning before the games, even when we play over in Madrid at 9:30. So y'all go check us out at about, hey, B, you got to wake up early that morning, man. We going to be up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, man, so we can't play Call of Duty on Saturday night.
Yeah, man. Saturday night. That weekend's got to be
That's going to be a special broadcast. We're going to have a lot of coffee.
You ain't lying, man.
A lot of coffee and a lot of other things going on. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
We
I might
gonna
gotta crack me a twisted.
wake and shake.
Might have cracked me a twisted tea at 7 in the morning.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna celebrate that morning, y'all. We're gonna get it in. But look, every Sunday morning, we're gonna get it in. Check out the my Facebook post for any information coming up. Go to the YouTube page. We love y'all. We love y'all, and we're about to be out of here.
Yes, sir. Say bye, bye. Say bye.